What's all going on, guys? It's PF Checkmaster here, bringing you another ranked match of Vainglory. Today I'm going to be playing some Tier 2 weapon-powered Glaive. And on our team we got a Crystal Power Ringo with a support Arden. Not sure what happened here. I think the Ringo forgot to buy something, or I'm not too sure. He bought maybe an hourglass. So he went to go reshop. Arden goes to help him get the lane a bit faster, just farming up. I bought a Swift Shooter first. It's pretty typical on Glaive, or Weapon Glaive. I prefer Swift Shooter because it gives me a little, I think it's a little bit faster Glaive for him. And that's just my personal preference. I really like my Tier 2 Glaive skin. It just looks, I think it just looks pretty good for a Tier 2 skin. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit better than most. Here we finally got level 2. I got my Afterburn. Here I have my Weapon Blade. Just in case we get an engagement with the Kestrel and Arden in the jungle. And it is a CP Kestrel, so we gotta be careful with the mist. We don't get stunned. Here they get the early gank off on our Ringo. I afterburn the Kestrel and is back over there, and she gets destroyed. So 1 for 1, not bad. I'm not sure what Arden's trying to get off, but he's about to die, but he survives somehow. And so I ping my teammates. I'm gonna go farm up because I don't want to waste too much time in the lane. That's something that if you guys are junglers, that don't want to waste too much time in lane, because that leaves the enemy jungler a little bit more time to steal your jungle. You don't want that. Right there, I let him have the regen camp because he was low on health, because I know I'm going to get the next one anyway, so I don't really need to right now. Glaive's got pretty good sustain in the jungle. Once he gets to level 6, and he gets to 20 stacks, he gets the lifesteal. His clears become really good, and you ever that chance to steal jungle, it's pretty nice. Here I pick up another Weapon Blade and some boots. I'll be going for the Sorrow Blade first, and Tyrant's Monocle with the Blazing Salvo on the way. That's how I prefer to play Glaive. You can build defense right after Sorrow Blade, but that's not how I want to play Glaive. I'm playing one of this half. Here I get Kestrel again. Another Afterburn. Probably be seeing a lot of that. That's how you want to play Glaive, is make the opponents pay for their positioning. Especially Kestrel, since while she's doing her A ability, she stands still, so she's a pretty easy target. But I do have to worry about weapon power, the enemy weapon power Ringo, because he will be really strong in the late game. Eventually have to buy an Atlas for him to shut him down. I'm not too sure when I get that. Again, just farming up the jungle. Just trying to power farm as fast as possible until I get that Sorrow Blade, because that'll be a huge power spike for like these. I mean, like most weapon power junglers, if you get Sorrow Blade, you get really strong with a huge power spike. Here we saw them go rotate up to the jungle, and me and Arden is waiting here, and we catch the other Arden out. Arden is just a little bit too far now. Catch only too much. So I decide if the Kestrel was gonna come to that bush, I was gonna go and get her if she face checked. But here I think I elect to try to steal some farm. I noticed that she was low, so kill her. Arden took the kill with a punch. So this farm's pretty free, but the Arden does come and find us. I pop a potion and use my boots. I'm about to die, but our Arden saves me right there and helps me get away. I was gonna do these camps, but I felt like I was gonna die, so I just go straight to the regen over here. Try to get to level 6 as fast as possible. I think Ringo was trying to help, but he was just in a weird spot where you don't want to really cut somebody off as a laner usually, unless you're pretty fit or really good. Positioning is really valuable for laners, that you don't want to misstep on that. Alright, level 6, I got that, and now building my stacks up so I can get more lifesteal. And I think Arden took the minion mine, but I'm like, alright, it's okay. No big deal, it happens to everybody. I got 1.3k, I want to buy my steel. I hope I didn't grab these minions really quick and then buy it. And so, coming up to maybe try to get another gank off on Ringo, the enemy Ringo. See what happens. I'm trying not to get seen because since their minions are there and I walk past them, they'll get vision of me. So I'm just trying to be as sneaky as possible. I know his Kestrel's right there, and I have to bring her right into the mine, so she takes a bunch of damage right there. So rinse and repeat, just go power farm again. And I got 845 gold. I'm getting really close to that Sorrow Blade, so that's just what I really want right now. I think Ringo, yeah, he backs, so Arden's gonna watch lane for him. 1.1k. And so on Glaive, I like to overdrive the Afterburn first. I used to overdrive the Cleave first, but I just would rather have the cooldowns, and once I do build crit, I will eventually be around like level 10 or 11 or 12 once I get the Tyrant's Monocle, so it's not going to be a big deal. My crit will be up because the B ability does give you extra crit damage once it's overdrived. So you want to overdrive the A first and B, in my opinion. You can go B then A first, but that's just what I prefer. Again, now I got my Sorrow Blade and Blazing Saddle and boots. I like to build journey boots on the melee junglers, like Glaive or Ryan, just because it's easier to catch them. We do catch Kestrel again for like the 4th time. I get ulted by Ringo, but I get a nice fountain and a barrier from our Arden, so I don't really take too much damage. Now I'm power farming again. And overdrive that A, and it's going to be on a lower cooldown and do quite a bit of damage. So, yeah, let's see. So now I'm coming back. I think I go to the shop. Let's see. Alright, get some more gold. I think I get the tier 2 boots. Yes, I get that. Let's catch up. Steal a little bit more of their minions. Glaive is pretty fast at clearing the jungle, so whenever you feel like you can steal their jungle as safe as possible, you should. And we do notice there are 3 down here, and Ringo is up in lane, so we don't really want to fight that. We want to do a 2-on-3. So I think Ringo is pinging to fight him, but Arden's not in a position, so there's no point. So I'm just gonna keep power farming. And then I do see all 3 of them up in lane. I do come up and rotate, just in case. Just waiting for something to happen here. Kind of using our Ringo bait. Arden jumped onto him, and I tried to blow up my B on him, but I wasn't close enough. Arden almost died, but I don't want to dive that. He gets ulted by Kestrel, and I noticed the Arden was really low, so I just asked to burn him in. And then trying to see if Kestrel's gonna face check again, but I just like to take this blue again. And stealing half their farm, half their jungle rotation, so. Oh, unfortunately, our Ringo dies to the enemy Ringo and Kestrel. Now I ping Arden to go go watch rain. Pick up my journey boots now. I probably should have built some defense against Ringo and Kestrel, but I really want my Tyrants. I feel like my positioning is pretty good right now. I don't really need defense right away, and the health from the Dirty Boots should be good enough for me, especially with my lifesteal from my passive on my ults. I feel pretty good with sustaining in these team fights, especially with the Arden barrier and the fountain that he has. Oh, we got a message. I gotta put that away. Let's see, Arden is by himself. I'm not really too sure what he's doing here, so I come in, trying to make sure he's okay. Kestrel and Arden over here, and actually all three of them over here. This is what we don't want. After burning into the Arden wall, and then thank God Arden saved me, risked his life for me, but we couldn't fight that because Ringo didn't rotate down. He was still in lane. I don't know if he noticed or not, so I'm just trying to take my farm so they don't steal it since our Arden's down. They might be taking gold mine, but that's something I don't want to risk. Going over and check. No vision. Ringo is paying for us to come in lane. So I notice Arden and Kestrel are in my jungle, but they have no jungle for mine to take, so they're just wasting a little bit of time. So trying to get the Ringo here. I have boots, but he does a really good reflex block. That reflex block saved his life actually. So I like to go down and see if there's any jungle to take, and there is. And thanks to Arden's mine over there in their back, we were able to see that they didn't have enough time to get the regen over there. I'm gonna try to save Arden, trying to get some auto attacks in. Oh, and I get ulted by the Ringo, but luckily it's a weapon power Ringo. It doesn't do too much damage. And I get my 6 sins and my minion foot to try to get my. Oh, and I made a mistake there. I thought Kestrel and Arden were going to be there. I didn't think Ringo was going to be there. So if he wasn't there, I think I could have killed Kestrel pretty easily, but that was my mistake. We didn't have vision of that. Now Ringo actually picks up the enemy Kestrel, and I'm not sure if he gets out. And oh right, yeah, he gets killed. We were trying to ping him to kill Ringo since he was gonna die anyways. But I think he attacked Arden. No biggie. I picked my lucky strike now. I just need 1,200 gold to get to that Tyrant gold. So I'm trying to rush to lane and kill these ace buff minions as fast as possible, so keep our turret alive a little bit longer. But they did elect to take the gold mine, so we were up ahead a little bit, but now it seems like they've caught up in gold, or even probably past our amount by now. So I'm trying to stay in the game, keep farming up. Once I get that Tyrants, you guys will see that the burst damage from Glaive will be very, very high. So we're coming to check up on Ringo again. He is a little too far out, but see what happens here. It would have been nice to see if Arden to flare that bush, but then he gets ganked. Oh man, our Ringo got just melted by the other enemy Ringo and Kestrel. So, I'm getting hurt. Oh, and a beautiful open by Kestrel. Guess me. So they took down 2 of us. We get any of them down. Arden's left to defend the turret by himself, but he can't. So not much he can do here. And I look here. I noticed our Arden has an Eclipse Prism, so he's either building Shire Glass, Frostburn, or Aftershock. And I was thinking in my head like, what an asshole for building that. building CP, because I mean CP is not really that well on Arden in the first place, and Arden wanted to quit, surrender for some reason after that. I'm like, we're already 15 minutes in. We haven't really lost the game. We lost our first tower, but I mean, it's not like they took our first 3 towers and they get Kraken. So here I buy my Tyrant's Monocle and build a little armor for the Ringo, because I feel like he's going to be the biggest threat, a bigger threat than Kestrel, the CP Kestrel, because of how much more damage he can put out. He can put out faster damage than Kestrel can. And so Ringo wants to stay in lane, so we kind of have to watch over him. We don't really want to separate. So Arden he's still not really buying any mines or flares for some reason. Don't know why. So Arden ult comes out. Our Ringo is bad positioning, and he's just getting wrecked by the entire Ringo. And I tried to afterburn, and I don't know, I think it glitched, and I didn't really move out of place. It seemed like the game thought the wall was still there, so super unfortunate. We're losing 8 to 10. Kestrel's trying to finish off the Arden for the ace, but not able to get him. And this would have been a really good time for the enemy team to actually go for the Kraken, since our spawn times are like 5 to 10 seconds. I think they could have melted it pretty fast with the Weapon Power Ringo and Kestrel. They melt objectives pretty fast. So, but I think they don't. I might elect to take my general. Actually, Arden took my regen for some reason. Alright, no biggie. So we gotta be careful in our positioning here, especially Ringo. He's been caught out twice by the Kestrel mist a couple times, so it seems like they're focusing him. Can try to peel for him, but that's really Arden's job. My job right now is to try to kill the Ringo as fast as possible. And our Ringo has to just try to stay alive and do as much damage as possible. But CP Ringo, I don't know. It's pretty good, but I don't. For this matchup against the Weapon Power Ringo, it's not doing too well right now. But he can 1v1 the Kestrel, I believe. CP Kestrel. She's really reliant on her mist and arrows, so. And our Arden gets stunned, and I go straight for the Ringo, but he slows me down. Really good stutter stepping, but we did pick up the Kestrel, and so we're chasing enemy Ringo down, and we do get him, and now the enemy Arden is left. I'm not too sure if we can get him, but our Arden is going after him. He is getting pretty low. Let's see. We can get away. No, and our Arden. I think yes, he did pick up an aftershock. So, I mean, I don't really agree with that item because aftershock does percentage health damage. And the Ringo and Kestrel aren't really building that much health, so it's really only effective against the Arden, the other Arden, since he's building a lot of health. Our Arden did pick up a Crucible, which would be really nice. Be really helpful against the Ringo ults and Kestrel ult, maybe Arden ult, depending on what he feels is best to block. I picked up a Reflex block and a Coat of Plates. Because I'm gonna need it. And so we're just hovering around the jungle. We do pick up the Kestrel, and I noticed that Ringo wasn't playing, he might have disconnected. Pretty scumbag move me for us to kill him, but it's a ranked match. Gotta do what you can to win these ranked matches. It's kind of hard. Especially with some of the players they with. Like matches, especially solo queue, really hard to come by wins. And the The enemy Arden is around the jungle. I'm not sure if he's trying to steal a Kraken, but it seems like he elected to just run off. So I pick up the Atlas Pauldron. Don't have enough for infusion. I probably could have got it if I picked up those camps there, but too late. We get the other minion mine for the extra push. So I'm try to end the game here, hopefully, on this Kraken push. So I'm trying to get the Ringo, but our Ringo just got destroyed by the Kestrel. And so we gotta run. I'm trying to get away. But the Arden ults, I don't have a reflex block, so I kind of just have to stay and fight. Really have no choice. We do get ace, but luckily our Kraken's pushing, so they can't really take any objectives. All they can do is get the Kraken. But they do get 500 gold each, so kind of a mistake on the Ringo. He died very early, and just bad positioning, I guess, or maybe just really good stun by Kestrel. Who knows? But it is a really close match, 13 to 14. I think I'm trying to buy an Aegis next to try to be able to tank some damage from Kestrel. She does have a Shagos and Eve, so she's doing quite a bit of damage, but not really a lot. She's got Halcyon Chargers. Notice that Ringo and Kestrel don't really have any armor, so I can really burst any of them down whenever I want. But I'm still going to try to focus the Ringo because he is my #1 target. Still, I still feel like he's a bigger threat than Kestrel. So if I can land an Atlas Pauldron and an Afterburn onto the Ringo, I feel like that could win us the team fights here. Here in Pig and Low Farm, I do have 1.5k. I want to spend it and buy my Aegis. Yes, I do buy it. Yes, there we go. And we are roaming the jungle around, trying to get a pick off. Destroyed their mine there. Ringo's clearing their mines, kind of using him as bait right now, because it seems like they focus him. And get the Ringo, Atlas Pauldron him. And he is really low right now. We get him, finally. And now, trying to get the Kestrel, but she's too far, so might as well just get the Arden right now. So, and I'm waiting for my boots, Afterburn, get the Kestrel in there. But she does pick up our Ringo, but we get her for the ace. So Arden wants to go get the minion miner. I'm gonna grab this this turret right now and then back off, I believe. I think the Kraken just spawned up. Me and Arden can duo the Kraken, because I think he does have a Storm Crown, I mean. So tell him I'm gonna get a infusion to melt this Kraken faster. And we should be pretty good here, pretty free Kraken. And hopefully we don't mess up this Kraken push, like we did on the first one. That was definitely Ringo's fault on the last Kraken push. I'm not too sure. I'm trying to pick up the farm in case we do mess up this push. So the last offensive item would probably be a bone saw or tornado trigger, but 7 out of 10 times you want a bone saw. But if you're super ahead as Glaive, tornado trigger and Tyrant's Monocle do some work. Definitely do a lot of work when they don't have armor. Alright, Ringo is spawned in with the Kraken, so we're just trying to... I'm kind of off to the side, trying to be sneaky, trying to get the Ringo again. I do have to burn him, but not in the right spot, so we have to disengage. But the Arden is out of position, so we pick him up. We take out the roam character, so we just have the carries, and Ringo picks up the Kestrel. Now there's just the Ringo left. Afterburn him, finish him off. That's the ace. That's game. Man, that game was crazy. Especially after all the mistakes that we made. That's that's why you shouldn't really give up. I don't know if you guys remember, the Arden wanted to give up at like 15-minute mark after we lost our first turret. If you just wait for the Kraken fights or the team fights and get the Kraken, you should be able to come back pretty easily. 25-minute game. We all had about the same farm. I gave it 4 stars. There are the builds right there. And well, that was a really good game. Good game to everybody. 19-15. Well, thank you guys for watching. My name is PF Changmaster, and I am out.